EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the lefty, 5'11" out of Oregon, Dillon Gabriel.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, right? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action now. It's Gabriel. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Cleveland.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan. But this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
Tiburon. This is Jerome Ford. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Ford. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Gabriel. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback. Now the first carry for King Henry. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
In motion goes Likely. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
In motion goes Likely. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Short, complete to Likely. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
What are y'all doing? What just happened? Seriously, were they even paying attention? Man, I'm gonna put that.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
In motion goes Likely. Jackson now on second down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
56-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Gabriel. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, The ideal situation is to fill that hole with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Now Gabriel. That'll be caught. It's Jerome Ford. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, give to Ford. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Gabriel. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Kamari Thrash. Touchdown, Browns.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll complete that to his fullback. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Now a 3rd and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Gabriel. Here's a screen set up for 4. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll go with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll step up and run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
In motion goes Likely. On the option, they give it to Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 1. Go again here with Henry. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And a Raven 1st down.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A give right up the middle to Henry. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
To Zay Flowers. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll send Flowers in motion. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he will score!
Touchdown.
Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Gabriel. He'll air it out down the middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Jair.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
To throw on 2nd down is Gabriel. Nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw is Gabriel. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go with man coverage on the back end, and while everything's covered up nicely, there's nobody with eyes on the quarterback, so he ends up just using his legs, keeps the drive alive, and that heads-up play moves the chains on 3rd down.
His throw left is complete with Judy.
Complete to number 3, Jerry Judy. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's 4. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Cleveland.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Gabriel. And he's in! Dylan Gabriel. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Ravens 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That is left side and caught by
Jackson's
Flowers.
pass complete to Zay Flowers. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Throwing Jackson. He takes off. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Here's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He'll step up and run this. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
5-yard line.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That one, taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Gabriel. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Gabriel. Now here comes the screen to Ford. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now it's Gabriel. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Oh! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Play action, here's Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard on the
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On third down, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
25 yards.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A first down throw for Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jerome Baker in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Bateman is the motion man. Design run here with Jackson. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front. The new score, 17-14. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. Moving to his left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Loop now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin first and 10. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. That's caught by 4. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On the ground, this is 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Throwing on third down, Gabriel. Throw on the run is complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for 4. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Out of the gun, Gabriel.
You would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
What are you guys doing?
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. He's turned a number of those into big plays. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the 1st read, the 2nd read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 5. 1st down, Baltimore.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. 4th quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Now a toss, running left, it's Henry, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Pistol gives to Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think the quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense would take the field. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Looking to throw is Gabriel. Off he goes. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
17 yards.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
On first down, Gabriel. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Gabriel. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gabriel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Come on, teamwork. Have to happen. Just press. Have to happen. Get the work.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They snap it to Gabriel. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a Browns first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's good.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Gabriel. And that is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
What are you guys doing?
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Throwing is Gabriel. He'll try to run for it. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile, you got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On On second down, here's Gabriel. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He's got the rookie 3rd-round pick, Harold Fannin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
4 yards.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That one out wide to 4. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play.
2nd and goal.
It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
Gabriel to throw again. Now, here comes the screen for 4. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to
A
play.
gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Gabriel. Good blocking, and he's in. Dylan Gabriel. Touchdown, Browns. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Browns back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Browns 21.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. In motion goes Likely. They'll run. It's Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's taken down at the
Whistles here
33
and a
line.
timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Going to go right back to Henry. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw, and he's got it to Flowers for the connection. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.